guys? I'm back. It's Wednesday. I'm back for Free App Wednesday. I just got off the road, so I'm back in the studio. But I just got back in the studio, so I was not able to set up my camera. But I got to do this because it's Wednesday. So this is Free App Wednesday, where I bring you free apps every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I bring you free apps, free plugins, and music production software to help you with your musical endeavors and adventures. So we're continuing along with compressors. So today I got two more compressors, but before we get to that, please remember, guys, to check out the series that I did, video series that I did on computer specs and how it relates to music production. I did it's a 6-part series. First part was on CPU, second part was on RAM, third part was on hard drive and storage, the fourth part was on your GPU, the fifth part was on your audio interface, and the sixth part was on MIDI. Just a very short video dealing with MIDI. So definitely check those out when you get a chance. The link is in the description for the playlist. It'll have the old version of the series that I did, I think, in 2015. And then it'll have the updated version for 2021. So just look at the dates based on which videos you want to see. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. So the free app for this Wednesday, March 10th, 2021 is number one. I got two for you. Number one is Density Mark III. So this one is more of a bus compressor. So it's looking for stereo information. So you can see it by the way it's laid out. We have the switch over here, left to right, stereo. Left to right is when you do everything. You'll be able to dial in everything independently, which we'll go through in a minute. Stereo is when everything is linked. The left and right controls are linked. And MS is for mid-side. So the left would be the mid, the right would be the side. But if you notice, it's labeled here M and S, or L and R. So left, right, mid-side. So at the beginning we have the range. We have drive, which is basically controlling your input level. The range is going to help you definitely when you have it unlinked or when you have it in mid-side mode. Definitely check out the manual for the details on that. The timing is dealing with your attack and release. So it's kind of like a pre-programmed thing. That's why it says P1, P2, all the way to P6, which it says right here it's auto. But it's kind of preset numbers as far as milliseconds with the attack and the release and how they correlate. And then in the middle here, you have this little knob. It's kind of like not noticeable if you're not paying attention, but you have strict and relaxed mode and in between. So that'll correlate to timing, and they have a dry wet here. So you can get some parallel compression going there. And then we have a filter. Turn on the filter for your high pass, so you can roll off some of that low end. And then it has a setting where you can switch it to internal or external signal for you to drive the compressor with something else, with another signal from another track, mainly for something like ducking or some other kind of creative routing. So it has a limiter mode, so you can switch from compressor to limiter mode. So it's pretty versatile, and it's meant more for buses and stereo signals. So definitely check that out, of course. Link is in the description. So the next one we have here is Rough Rider 3. So with Rough Rider 3, first of all, the interface is resizable. Let me grab the right thing. There we go. Interface is resizable, which is always a good thing. We have all the usual suspects here. We got the input levels. We have a sidechain frequency once again to filter out some of the low end when you're compressing. And like I've explained before, this is basically to remove some of that low-end information when you're compressing. If you have something that's very some signal, or like you're saying you're doing a bus mix, but the overall mix is very low-end heavy, have a lot of very hard kick, things like that might trigger the compression to be a little bit too aggressive, and it'll start to destroy the rest of the mix. So sometimes it might be a good idea to roll off some of that so it doesn't affect what you're hearing, it just affects what the compressor is reacting to as far as the incoming signal that it's going to react to based on your ratio, makeup, and sensitivity settings, which is basically your threshold. So over here, once again, we have the ratio, which we'll get to in a minute. But back down here, we have the on-off switch for the external sidechain. So once again, you can cause this to react to an external signal rather than the actual channel that it's on for some creative routing techniques like ducking. So over here, we have the sensitivity knob, and like I mentioned before, that's pretty much like your threshold. So over here we have your makeup gain, and you have attack release. The slowest release time, the fastest release time is 10 milliseconds. Fastest attack time is 0 milliseconds. The release goes all the way to 1 second, and the attack time goes as fast as 100 milliseconds. We have a mix knob here for some parallel compression and your output level. So it's interesting, they give you makeup gain and they give you output level. So gives you a lot of control over your final audio output. One of the cool things about this one that makes it extra special is the ratio can go all the way up to 1,000 to 1, which is ridiculous. So you can really, I mean, this goes beyond squashing the sound, right? It's limiting on a whole nother level. But you could do some creative things with this, definitely for some wacky sound design techniques. But yeah, that's the main unique feature about this plugin, is that the ratio goes all the way up to 1,000 to 1, which I've never seen a compressor do that. But it's very interesting. You get some very cool results. So that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, I just got back in town, but I wanted to jump on and make sure I get this video in for Free App Wednesday. See, I didn't even get a chance to put my camera up, so you're just looking at the graphic for today. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching, and as always, you'll see me in the next video. Well, you'll definitely see me this Friday for Free App Friday, so check back for that, and definitely check out the video series on PC specs and how it relates to video production. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night.